Here we go. 10-8 podcast, and we are back. I'm in the building waiting for my brother Jamel Herring. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is back. Manny Pacquiao set for September. Devin wants that smoke. He wants that rematch. Zuffa continues to grab new stars up. Rumors are saying that he might be next Shakur or Tyson Fury. Yeah, it's getting crazy. All that right after this. What's popping? What's popping, y'all? What's the word? What is the word? We's out here right now. My bad, I'm over here. I don't know what's going on with this damn what's it called? What was I gonna say? Oh my god. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on with this damn X live right now, but for some strange reason it's not showing up on the thing. But I'm waiting for my brother from another mother right now. My main man, what's his name? Jamel Herring, former world champion. I don't know where he's at right now. But yeah, it's been very, very interesting what's been transpiring in regards to boxing today. My bad, I'm trying to share this link real quick before we get stuff going. So you know how that goes. But a lot happened in boxing this week. We had Clarissa Shields fight. We had Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios. We got a lot to talk about today. So I'm definitely geeked to talk about that right now. My bad, I was trying to pin this to my profile so we can get it cracking. But yeah, an excellent weekend of boxing this weekend transpired. We had Clarissa Shields versus Franchon Cruz-Zern closing the weekend. Shout out to those two ladies. We had Ryan Garcia. We had dominant performance Ryan Garcia, by the way, and more. So boxing was definitely on one this weekend. Shouts to the culture.
What the fuck you gonna do?
It's getting lit out there. Okay, I'm seeing everybody talking crazy. You know what I mean? I see my guy Two-Tone talking about Devin Haney, talking to Bill, talking about when is that fight happening. Debo Dev wants to smoke. So there's a lot to talk about today on the 10-8 podcast. We're going to be lit all week. We're trying to pick it up. I don't know where Jamel is right now. Oh, Jamel's, I'm a little early. I'm sorry. I'm a little early, but the early bird gets the worm. Let anybody come in right now in this live. But, let's actually play this video. Actually, not really. I want to wait. I'm going to wait till Jamel comes in. Okay, we're going to get it. But we're talking about the Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao thing. We're talking about the Oscar De La Hoya, speaking on promoters, Zuffa boxing. But let's talk about this Ryan Garcia matchup that everyone, and it's crazy when it comes to Ryan. Like, Ryan is really, and let me just say, to be honest with you, Ryan, he looked really good this weekend. He had a dominating performance. And again, I was very critical of him being a one-trick pony and simply just throwing the left hook. But apparently when he got in there with his dad was able to add to his arsenal, or at least get him to use more of his arsenal, which led to his victory over Mario Barrios. So shouts to Ryan Garcia. And it's crazy that Ryan Garcia beats a Rolly Romero. So I'm glad to see him in that light. And now we're talking about potential rematches with Devin Debo Haney, amongst other people. Possible matchup with Shakur Stevenson, of course. So there is a lot to talk about in regards to Ryan Garcia. And first and foremost, right out the gate, he was throwing the right. and it kind of confused me in terms of Barrios and the fact that Joe Goosen did not make any preparation for that right at all. Sheldon, what up, my brother? Like it was kind of weird. Like I'm like, bro, like Mario Barrios looked completely lost there with Joe Goosen training. Like these were shots that were pretty, in my opinion at least, pretty apparent. Like it wasn't the blinding speed. He had no clue Ryan was going to throw that right. And you know, listening to the commentators, they said a lot of interesting things in the sense. They was like, hey, Joe Goosen was training Mario Barrios to make sure he kept that left glued to the face. Don't let him catch with the hook. And the initial power shots of a landing were all overhand rights. And Joe Goosen and Mario Barrios literally had zero answers for that. And Barrios just looked completely outclassed and played. And, the last time we seen him prior to that was against Manny Pacquiao, which happened to be a draw. So I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I was surprised, to be honest with you, but at the same time, I always knew Ryan had ability, but in terms of his desire to be great, is something that I've always questioned. And I'm gonna keep it real. He looked really good against Mario Barrios. But is Mario Barrios? I mean, where do we put Mario Barrios at this point? Is he one of those guys? I've never been a big fan of Mario Barrios, and that's just being completely honest. But regardless of that, he was dominated. He did not put up a good fight. It was a beating for the most part. Cincinnati in the building, 513 knockout. What up? What up? What did you guys think of the Ryan Garcia performance versus Mario Barrios? It just looked crazy. I mean, Mario Barrios is such an enigma. I don't know how he continues to get opportunities, and I don't know. I never thought Mario Barrios was that guy. I never thought he was a special fighter, but a lot of people had him ranked or higher or whatnot. But I mean, Ryan did what he had to do and made it look easy. I mean, he was landing. I don't even know how many power shots he landed or how many overhand rights. Mario he looked like a punching bag. I'm with you. He looked absolutely terrible. And I remember talking to Jamal. I was like, yo, when he fought Manny, I wasn't impressed when he fought Manny. I was like, he's supposed to beat Manny. Manny was what, 46 or whatever at the time. And I wasn't impressed with Barrios then. And to see him against Ryan, he looked like he didn't belong at all. Ryan was just pummeling him the entire fight. He wasn't even hiding what he was doing. He made Ryan Garcia look like an elite fighter. And that's just the facts. Like, it was a terrible performance for Mario Barrios, but the objective was made. The objective was obtained. Now Ryan Garcia is a champion, and now his value and stock has went up, and now we get the bigger Ryan Garcia fights. And again, boxing needs a Ryan Garcia, especially with the absence of Gervonta Davis, because he does draw people in. JD Ronco, of course, we got to wait a half a year. Yeah, I mean, this is boxing. This is what it is. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? My man Sheldon says, also, are you ready to take back your comments about Ryan getting back with his dad to train for the fight? Yeah, I mean, Sheldon, I got to eat my words. This is the best Ryan I've seen. And this Ryan was better than when he fought Devin. I thought Ryan was sitting on one punch when he fought Devin and continued to land that punch. But this Ryan Garcia was a better version of Ryan than he was against Devin, in my opinion. And that's just being honest. But in regards to being more versatile, throwing more punches, I wasn't crazy about his defense, but Barrios couldn't get through. Barrios couldn't do anything to affect Ryan Garcia. Ryan, definitely, I got to tip my hat off to Mr. Ryan Garcia. He got crazy. My bad. It's cold out here, so I'm a little cold waiting for my guy. I don't know where he's at. Wait, hold on. Jamel just trying to get on. He said, all right, Jamel should be on any minute now. I don't know what's going on, but Mario Barrios, Ryan Garcia has definitely set himself up for some big paychecks. We're talking about Devin. We're talking about Shakur. I wouldn't even be surprised if he fights the winner of Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. I don't think Floyd views Ryan as a dangerous fighter. My guy, Johnny from the hangout spot in the building. Johnny, what's popping, my guy? What'd you think about the Ryan Garcia performance on Saturday night? I'll tell you this, Ryan has definitely there's my guy right there. Mel, what up, brother?
Shit, same old.
Same old. What took you so long to get on? What happened? What was going on?
Oh, man, my connection wasn't working.
So, anyways, we were just talking about the Saturday's fights, specifically Ryan Garcia versus Manny. I'm not Manny Pacquiao. I'm sorry. Versus Mario Barrios. What was it? I mean, Johnny from the hangout spot says Ryan looked great. What's your take on the fight?
He looked good. He looked the part. You can't take that from him. I don't even think his haters can even hate on his performance. He looked good.
So let me ask you a question. I mean, we were very critical of the dad coming back into the situation, and this is probably the best I've seen Ryan Garcia. I think this performance is better than that.
His dad did a hell of a job. I give full credit to Henry Ramirez. I was even critical about Henry being in the corner, but Ryan and Henry proved us all wrong. So shout out to Ryan Garcia and his father. They did a great job. Like I said, I'm actually looking forward to seeing more of Ryan in the future. And then what I respect the most is right afterwards, he called out one of the biggest names in boxing today, which is Shakur. You know what I mean? Straight to it. No easy title defense. One thing, like I said, I didn't notice he didn't acknowledge your boy not once, Conor Ben. Conor's been looking for that fight for months. But I think my honest opinion, I think it plays a lot into Conor's decision going to Zuffa. And Oscar, you know how Oscar De La Hoya feels about
Dana
White for sure. And don't be surprised. Like I was told, I think yesterday, matter of fact, I was told talking to somebody that don't be surprised if Oscar, told Ryan not to even acknowledge, Conor and Ben for that reason. You know what I mean? Because that's how they do. They pull it to the side, like before we get on the mic, just don't bother calling out or mentioning this or that individual. He's not in our plans. We want to do other big things, and the way Zuffa's moving, which is not a bad thing, but Zuffa is moving to really, like I said, they taking fighters from all over. They took Eddie Hearn's boy, which is kind of like as we were speaking about, so how like I said again, how Oscar feels about Dana White and Zuffa boxing. So I think more of the older guards like the Golden Boys, Top Ranks, and the Mushrooms of the world, they're trying to basically fight back against that entity right now.
No, I mean, absolutely. And I wanted to get into that after we talked about the performance, but since we're there now, Zuffa is and again, they're paying big money. Dana White, and I said this before, I was like, yo, not everybody's going to get the basic contract. I think that's going to be for everybody else. But there's rumors going out there.
513. I mean, if they offering tons of bags of money, I mean, who? But that's the thing. That's the thing, though, bro. I'm glad you asked that, Knockout. Glad you asked it because that's what attracts fighters. Period. I mean, again, you have your promoters, but the fighters always think about the fighters first. I think even Cesaro even said, I think he wore a shirt recently saying something about fighters being scumbags, whatever, because he feels like this in today's world, there's no real loyalty between fighters and the promotions these days. You see it all the time now. You see even your favorite fighters, they jump from Promoter to promoter. This isn't the old days. This is the days where you see a lot of fighters write out their entire careers under one banner. You know what I mean? Or go to a different promotional banner long after they've been with one promotional banner. What's going on, Long Island, Strong Island? What's up?
Listen, and I said this before. I said Zuffa's gonna make noise. They got the backing, the big deal with Paramount. They have the relationship with Netflix. Then you have Turkey Al-Asik pulling strings, and it seems as if everyone else is worried at this point. I mean, listen, Oscar was sitting there, very, very gentleman-like, next to Turkey Al-Asik. He sees what's going on, and as much as you want to hate Dana White, him and Turk are pretty much partners in the situation. And there's rumors. I just seen rumors. I seen Ellie Setback just actually put out that even one of the biggest fish coming up right now, or not coming up, but who everybody wants to fight, who Ryan called out. There's rumors that Shakur Stevenson might be interested in Zuffa. You don't think Shakur seen that bag that they just gave Conor Ben? And I said that before. I said when Conor signed, they already know they got mega fights coming up. We just seen Conor pull up on Shakur Stevenson. What did Shakur say? Let's make it happen. And what happens right after that? Who gets signed? So don't be surprised if we see Shakur Stevenson over at Zuffa Boxing. And if that happens, Jamel, the landscape of boxing is going to look a little crazy right now. I mean, what do you think?
Looks good. I mean, it is what it is. But as long as see, this is where I hope Zuffa make changes though. Like you see how we got for the big fights, fighters get to be who they are in terms of how their presence in the ring before the first bell rings. You know what I mean? Like I hope I'm cool. Like if they want to keep, the whole this fighter wears, white and the other fighter wears blue, whatever it is, for prospects and developing talent fighters, that's fine. But I hope they allow fighters to express themselves in terms of their attire, ring walks and all that, like for the bigger fights on bigger cards. You know what I mean? I don't think, like I said, a guy like Shakur, Conor Ben, and others that are coming along with a name are going to be cool with the whole being, stuck with wearing just the company uniform type thing. I think, like I said, fight attire plays a big part in who the fighter is. You know what I mean? Like for me, my whole thing was, the Marine Corps, the military. So, you know what I mean? So, my main following was mainly that and so forth.
I think Dana understands that, and I think Turkey understands that. And I think, of course, the bigger names are going to have more say-so on what they're going to do because they're going to be branding themselves. And there's a reason you're going to be paying them 7-8-figure deals, right? I mean, I think that's definitely going to be negotiable. But at the end of the day, as long as they're boxing on Zuffa is going to be, where it's at. Hectic, my man Hectic says, "What do you think about the Zuffa uniforms?"
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. The Zuffa uniform, come on, man. The big name fighters want to, wear their own attire, have their own, their team in certain attires as well, and so forth. Again, I don't get me wrong. The fights have been getting better on the Zuffa cards, but the presentation can be better overall as a whole.
I think. I mean, Zuffa is on a branding, pretty much on a branding spree, right? They're trying to really make Zuffa a household name, similar to what they did with UFC. When you see that UFC logo, we think, that there's other combat sports, but we think combat sports. Everybody bases it on that. So I think that's pretty much where they're going with that. But I do believe once they're well established, they're gonna let a lot of the personalities or the people that they're signing do what they do. But I mean, listen, Top Rank and all these people had a big head start over Zuffa. So I think that's why you're gonna see that type of branding. But listen, I mean, there's rumors of Tyson Fury going over there. And again, as long as Turkey's cutting those side checks, they're gonna get the big fights. And Zuffa is right there. I mean, listen, the first Zuffa event wasn't in January. It was really the Canelo and Bud fight. Let's be honest. So, I think Zuffa is definitely becoming more attractive to the boxers than first believe. Do you guys see Zuffa collabing with Top Rank? I think they're going to absorb Top Rank. I really believe they're going to absorb Top Rank.
Stop it. Right? It's not absorbing no, but
I think they're
not absorbing nothing, bro. They're not. Have you seen the news? You've seen the even rumors. Top Rank is potentially working on a deal with getting ESPN again. Since ESPN lost the UFC and you know what I mean, in that combat sports window. So nah, I mean Bob ain't going, but they're not doing that, bro. No, they're not absorbing. No, they're not absorbing Top Rank. Remember, Norbes tell you they was going to absorb this one, this promotion.
They're going to.
No, they're not, man. I told you this. Boxing is too big for that, bro. How you gonna satisfy all these fighters across all those boards? Don't care how many dates you got. There's no way you can do it. It's too much. And then and I'm telling you right now, bro, we've seen it. Listen, we've seen it, and I love Al on the PBC, but we've seen it before. Matter of fact, we even seen it with Eddie Hearn and DAZN at one point. Remember, at one point, they was throwing out millions, and but then over time, they had to scale back. You can't, if you were given what is it, 13 to 18 million to Conor Ben for one fight, you think they're gonna be able to do that for all the bigger?
It's gonna be specific guys. Listen,
come on. He has not won a world title yet, bro.
But he sold 75,000 seats in the UK.
He did bigger. And I shot the Conor Ben. Make your money. I'm not mad. Make your money, bro. But you think those fighters themselves are gonna be like, oh, I understand why you get more. Fighters have their pride. Yo, I've done way more than this guy. I deserve way more. You think they're gonna be able to keep giving out those purses like that, bro? No.
I believe this is just about branding. These guys are rentals until Zuffa establishes.
That's one thing. I'm talking about these purses, though, bro. Alone, they're not going to listen.
No, absolutely. But that's why they got Turkey. That's why they have the Paramount deal. That's why they have.
They're going to listen. Even listen in these networks, as you know, if you don't bring any results where they can recoup, on their return, it doesn't matter how many, and how big. It's business at the end of the day. I'm not going to keep throwing out millions, but I'm not getting the same from subscriptions and that. I'm not getting that back. It's not making sense. And that's just like I say, 18 million for one fighter, and that fighter, I would say, we B level, whatever you want to call it, whatever. He's not a megastar. Don't get me wrong. He's entertaining. He's not a megastar, bro. Who's he in America?
75,000.
Does he have a big platform though in the States? Let me know.
It doesn't matter. Money's green everywhere.
All right.
If you're selling 75,000 seats in the UK, you don't think that's attractive to Shakur Stevenson? Why do you think Shakur?
And that's one guy. You just said that you think that they're going to absorb all these big promotions. All these people have at least one. So you think if Ryan Garcia is seeing him making 18 million, so okay, I'm gonna entertain the Zuffa deal. You think he's going to accept what Conor Ben is making, and he's the world champion?
No. Everybody's going to be different.
You're going to go broke if you're trying to get all these big name fighters, because you want to absorb every promotional body with all these big name fighters on it.
Bro, eventually these guys can't compete. They're not going to get the big fights.
I want to see. Yeah, forget that. I want to know how these UFC fighters feel after seeing that. That's my opinion. You don't forget UFC. UFC's over there on Paramount too. Are you going to change? Are you going to change up? Are you going to change up? Saying their pay scale too.
No,
I sure as hell be like, yo, ain't no way in the world. I've been over here, representing the UFC, and I'm a champion, and I'm only getting maybe $500K.
I hear what you're saying, but who's more popular than Conor Ben in the UFC?
This dude crazy, yo.
I'm just asking.
This dude crazy. Yo.
Who's selling 75,000 seats in the UK?
That's only in the UK.
Does it, Jamel? I don't care if it's in Zimbabwe.
Even great champions like the great Lennox Lewis knew he had to come to America to be a draw and make it in America. Just like many other UK champions. They always feel like, okay, I dominated here, which is great. Don't get me wrong. But can I make it in America? I don't care what anybody says. Most fighters over the world always want to make it in America. He does not have that platform or that stage presence to make it in America.
Okay, so
he had the one fight. He had the one fight against my guy from New York in Vegas, and they had to fight during the damn day. They was fighting during the
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
They crazy, bro.
If I'm crazy, then answer this question.
Crazy.
If I'm crazy, then answer this question. What fighter in America is making more than Canelo Alvarez? Is he American?
But where a lot of his fights take place also at?
But he's not American.
In America. And he doesn't have to be, but Canelo Alvarez has a huge presence in America, though. That makes it even better. He's
so
not American.
Fury. But that's American. The point.
That's not the point. Canelo Alvarez can go anywhere and sell out a fight. Point blank.
Conor Ben.
You can't say the same. He can stay at home. And on top of that, you forget he has to have a dance partner. He also has to have you tripping. He also has to have a dance partner. He needs a dance partner in the UK. Did Chris Eubank not play a significant role in that? Does
Shakur not need a dance partner?
Bro, Canelo don't.
He's Canelo the only one.
He can sell anywhere. Canelo don't. He can sell anywhere.
Yes, but Shakur can't.
Then can y'all in the comments? Can y'all seriously? No, it's not a knock against Conor, but without a UK rivalry or a big dance partner, can he sell out in the UK by himself like that? You don't forget, you like Chris Eubank wasn't in part of those two events.
100%.
Who's also from the UK.
Did it
also from the UK? You acting like
he has the personality.
Ben did that by
himself. The following to do it.
Yeah,
can you imagine what a Shakur versus Conor Ben would do? Or Ryan Garcia versus Conor Ben? Like, come on.
Tank, Tank sells out arenas. Tank sells out arenas too.
Yeah.
In America. And people can call Tank's fans delusional, but the point is he put asses in the States as well. You know what I mean? So Tank has earned more. You say whatever you want about the champions was on his resume, but he still has a better resume than Ben. So you think Tank Davis would even accept his team alone would be like, oh, I want the same as him, even though we're
not talking about that.
They're going to go broke.
That Conor Ben's not a draw. I disagree with you.
Go broke if they keep this up. I'm telling you, it's not going to. You think from now to 5 to 10 years from now, whatever, if they're ever still around that long, that they're still going to be throwing out tens of millions to people to fighters that are way more established than Ben. Way more established than Ben.
Bro, they've only been around Zuffa's been around before, but their first event was this year, and they've already locked in. Who is it so far? They locked in. What's this fat nigga name? Whatever, the heavyweight. They locked him in. They're probably gonna lock in Bam. They're gonna. I bet they're gonna land.
Okay, but I'm not saying they're not gonna grab big name fighters. I'm just saying there's no way in the world they can grab, take all the top names from every promotional body across the board, and then sit there and say I'm gonna pay them each fight. Who's been fighting for the 18 million? That's gonna make it even worse. I'm telling you right now. That's the problem that PBC had also. Remember they were saying that PBC was throwing out all this money to fight, to fight B-level, C-level opponents, to where that the networks wasn't getting their return back in terms of viewership because it wasn't competitive fights. But the fighters were happy. The fighters were getting millions fighting whoever.
Different structure now. We got.
If you give me 18 million to fight a bum, and you want me to step up to fight somebody of that's a bigger threat. I'm gonna want twice as much now. You think you're gonna keep it? Can the promotional body keep this shit up forever? Hell no, sir.
I think that Zuffa will be because of who's behind him. I mean,
don't
TKO,
work like that.
Let's talk about TKO. I mean, come on, bro. Like they got TKO, they got Turkey, they got Netflix, they signed a Paramount deal. There's hundreds of millions of dollars getting dumped in.
You got to still return on investment. Return on investment. You still need return on investment. I got it. I mean, I want to keep throwing it out, and I'm not getting nothing back in return.
Next question, Jamal. Who in boxing has a better situation than Zuffa right now? I'll wait.
What's that guy do? What's that guy do with them running out of money over time, bro? Or the well drying up.
They're not bro. They're not basing this over ticket sales. There's a difference. A lot of your old promoters.
I'm not saying that. Okay, that's another thing. Ticket sales. Ben sells lots of tickets in stadiums. Great, great.
Yeah.
We're talking about, you know what I'm saying? Paramount is based off subscription. It's a subscription base.
Yes. And Netflix
Subscription base.
is
That's what I'm saying. You think, okay, you how many subscribers do they need to get in order to get a return on their investment? You can't listen. And we all know you cannot fool the fans. You see how fans acted when the Zone drew up their subscription prices. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, hold up, why am I paying? You trying to say you're giving me all these supposed pay-per-view fights, but they're not big enough cards for me to want to pay this amount every single year.
They're in the baby stage. How many events Zuffa has already?
It don't matter, bro. You're not listening, bro. You're not listening.
They're gonna land. I bet you they land 3 to 4 big fights this year.
Like I said, they're not gonna buy out Golden Boy, Top Rank, and Matchroom. Again, I think they need to keep. They're gonna get a good amount of talent. Don't get me wrong. I don't agree. I don't agree when you said that they're gonna
absorb. Yeah, I think
absorb. Or how you gonna absorb? Then okay, then that's just we looking at the bigger names. Also, what about all the mid tier and the proctors coming up? You got to pay them too.
Yeah, 100%. What do you think these guys are getting paid? They're not getting paid nowhere near these guys. Come on, bro.
Don't matter, bro. It's still money going out. It's still money going out.
Watch Tito Mercado take $30,000. You don't think that's it's nothing? It's garbage. None of these guys are seeing anywhere close to that.
You're not listening, y'all. You're not listening. We've seen it before happen, y'all. I love to see fighters getting paid. I love to see fighters getting paid, and I have nothing against that. Like again, I have nothing against Conor Ben making his money. Go ahead, make your money, Conor. Like I said, this is your career. But at the same time, bro, we've seen it with all the beloved. All the beloved promoters and networks that we rooted for coming up when they first came in. Like again, Eddie Hearn was getting everybody. He was throwing money out left and right, boy. When he had the Zone out here throwing millions just for fighters to fight whoever. You know what I'm saying? Al Heyman, you know what I'm saying? He was throwing out millions for fighters to fight, C level opponents, and they was happy with that. Again, one thing that I learned from my guy, say what you want, my guy Adrian Broner. He said it best when I first signed with Al Heyman. He said Al Heyman gave me 3 opponents. I'll never forget this conversation. He said Al Heyman gave me 3 opponents on the list. But I'm getting paid the same for the fight either one of these 3 guys. He told me, Mel, why would you want to, if you're going to get paid to fight, if you're going to get paid the same to fight whoever on this list, why would you go out there and fight the biggest risk and you're still going to get paid no matter what? You're still going to get paid by fighting the lower risk. That's cool, but then in the end, the people, the fans would be like, yo, what are we watching it? What are we watching this for? Like you're fighting a guy that we probably don't even know. But again, the fighter don't think that's the fighter don't give a. But I'm just saying, bro. Oh, that's how it was though. But that was the problem. A lot of guys were fighting a lot of tune-ups over there, as we've seen throughout time. Yeah. But the fighters didn't care because they was going home with the same check either way. But on the flip side, the fans and the people were not feeling the product. The networks were not. I mean, I remember PBC had a gangload of networks: Spike TV, Fox, CBS, NBC. Where's that? Where the ESPN? Where's all this shit now? You know why? Because the fucking networks, just like Paramount, the networks didn't see the return in viewership on their investment. Why are we putting all this money into boxing when we're not even getting the fights that we want, or we're not even drawing the ratings what none
of those networks had? They never had Dana White. Look what he did for UFC.
Talk about that, man.
That's why he got the situation with Turkey, because Dana White turned the UFC into a huge business that got bought out. Come on,
I can't wait.
Organized.
I can't wait till you make clips on this argument. I cannot wait till you make clips on this argument so we can come back to it years from now. I'm like, look, I told him, y'all.
Bro, there's a reason. There's a reason why.
How long is the deal between right now between TKO, Paramount, all this? Because there's
5 years for Paramount deal.
Let's see where we at by 2031.
You cannot take away.
Let's see where we're at 2031.
Jamal, you cannot take away the fact that this man Dana White organized combat sports and was able to sell it, I think, to TKO. Like, come on, dude. Nobody has done that with boxing. Nobody.
He drinking the Dana White Kool-Aid, y'all.
I will. Dana, you my guy. I believe in you, Dana.
I don't think against Dana White. I'm just saying, bro. I won't listen. Even right now, they're like, yo, the UFC doesn't develop superstars anymore. They just have a big ass roster.
But they were still bought.
Where are the
billions of
all my
dollars?
MMA fans in here? Where are the MMA UFC superstars right now on the roster? Please.
But they were still bought for $1 billion. Look up what the deal was when they bought them.
You're not listening.
The value of the brand. How big? What brand in boxing is bigger than the UFC as a whole?
You're not listening, y'all.
He made combat sports. Bro, let me see what the UFC's worth. I'm gonna pull this up real quick for you. UFC.
I don't care what the fighters. What are the fighters on the roster as a whole worth?
It doesn't matter. The objective is look, ready? Check this out. As of late 2025, early 2026, the UFC's valuation has surged to approximately $23 billion following its merger into TKO Group Holdings. Right, the organization, which sold for $4 billion in 2016. What boxing organization is worth that? You want me to pull up Top Rank? I'm gonna pull up Top Rank.
He keep changing the argument, y'all. We're not talking about how big the promotional body, the brands. Not talking about that, bro. I'm talking about how long can they sustain to keep paying fighters, and they just getting started.
But think about it. Think about what you just said. The UFC doesn't have big superstars, but yet they were bought for $23 billion. Now think $4 billion or whatever it is.
Because of what the big ass superstars fucking built. Talent built the brand.
Who?
Talent built the brand.
Boxing is more talent.
Talent. No, you talking about the UFC. I'm talking about the UFC, bro. The talent built the brand. No disrespect to Dana White. Dana White is great at what he does. Do not get me wrong. I'm just saying, bro. He can't build the fucking empire like that unless you have the talent to do so. So we're not gonna do that. It takes two.
I get what you're saying, but he's going to get the talent of boxing. He's organizing it. The UFC has less talent.
I said now, how long can he sustain it? That's what I'm saying.
I honestly believe he can do it. I think he's that guy. I believe in Dana White. What you just made my argument even stronger.
And he lying. How?
Because he was able to sell these guys in 2016 for $4 billion. There's not one entity in boxing that's probably worth $1 billion. I'm just being honest. And that's without superstars. Can you imagine if he lands a Bam Rodriguez, if he lands Shakur Stevenson, how much more valuable Zuffa is going to become?
Yeah, but the fighter is going to expect to get paid more and more and more. No fighter's like, oh, I'm cool with just getting paid, even though it's a lot of money. They're going to want to get paid more and more and more as they win. That's how boxing's always been.
But the argument is, you said, are they going to be here 5 years?
How long are they? Okay, if you're paying a guy like I'm using him as the benchmark, you're paying him who is not a world champion yet, or whatever you may say, $18 million. What do you think Shakur's going to want? What do you think Bam's going to want? We think Bam's going to want.
And that's why they're negotiating.
But that's two guys, right? That's two guys. But I'm talking about what you were saying is that they're going to absorb. Then you got to absorb all those contracts as well. You got to absorb all those contracts.
Okay, let's go through. I think what was Shakur's last contract? $3 million a year, per fight. $3 million, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't keep track.
What is Bam getting paid? You don't think they're going to get paid way more with Zuffa?
That's minimums. That's minimums. Also, you know what I'm saying right now. That's minimums. Like my fucking minimums of my contract. My minimums of my contract can say that I'm getting.
Look what he just said. The UFC's value is that high because they have a set schedule every year. Now listen to this. Paramount guarantees 12 events. They're working on that schedule. 12 events a year.
So Top Rank and ESPN didn't have a set schedule either. When they didn't have it, they had a set schedule.
Jamal, they don't have
no, that's not Dana White. But no, Top Rank
is the GOAT.
Top Rank had a sketch schedule. Matchroom has a Matchroom we know has a sketch schedule with his own.
But do they have Dana White?
The hell's that got to do with it?
Dana's that guy. I love what Turkey did. I'm just being honest.
That's a part of the puzzle. That's a part of it. That's why a lot of these promoters going for TV deals, because they make a set schedule and they give them a set amount of dates every year.
Yeah. He said this ninja was not getting paid over 10K and eating chicken. I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway, let's move forward. I love my guy. Dana, I'm team Dana. Okay, Jamel's clear.
I'm talking about the business. We'll see.
Listen, I thought when they first signed the deal, I thought it was a brilliant.
3 years, like damn, bro, this shit crazy. Damn.
Let's move forward. Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. Come on, dog.
What the fuck you gonna do?
We called it. We spoke the other night.
Somebody needs a bag. What
Who's
the fuck
somebody?
Gonna do? Floyd needs that bag. Simple. Floyd has everything on Floyd, as we know, is always a purpose for him. He ain't coming back. He ain't coming back because he misses it and for the love of the sport, bro. Let's be
all that shit he was talking about. I agree.
I ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? He ain't coming back. 49 years old, because I think he's about to turn 4. I think he's 49 tomorrow. I think tomorrow's his birthday.
Yeah, turns 49.
But yeah, he ain't coming back because he just misses so much. You know, he got to listen, and you and I spoke with him before. Because remember when we spoke about how matter of fact, you made a great point when you said that Netflix was happy that the Jake Paul and Tank situation fell apart, right?
Yeah,
because it wasn't moving. And then what happened afterwards? They weren't accepting Jake Paul to take another exhibition, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And they wanted him to be in a real fight. Listen, I'm pretty sure if Floyd could do an exhibition for Netflix, he would have did it. But now Netflix wants what? Competitive, real boxing matches. Same situation I'm seeing right here, bro. Like, if it was up to Floyd, ain't gonna be wrong. If it was up to Floyd, he would take an exhibition, and I respect it because he's been doing it. He's been doing it for a while now. You know what I mean? But he's not coming back. You know what I'm saying, for the hell of it, and he's not. And Netflix is not letting him come back just to do an exhibition. They want a real mega fight.
100%. And think about it. The one card Floyd can play today is Manny Pacquiao and him. I think they split. I think it was 150 each at the time that the original fight happened, right? And he can wave that card. He said, "Listen, I'm undefeated. People think because Manny was hurt or quote unquote hurt, we could get to that number again." I think it's going to be a hype train the rest of the year. I don't think it's going to be a good fight. I don't want to see the part 2, but like you said, Floyd needs the money, and Floyd is probably going to get paid upwards of $100 million to this rematch because of what they made the first time. Now the question is this: Floyd, is he going to take a warm-up fight before he fights Manny Pacquiao?
Tyson's the warm-up fight. For real. Oh, look,
Tyson the model or Mike Tyson?
I think they already got a fucking set date that they won't be no motherfucking woman. Tyson
just fight Tyson to go to Manny Pacquiao.
Then Mike Tyson just can't. I don't know if it's old enough. I was watching it. I seen it yesterday. Didn't he just was in a wheelchair? And
Mike is always in a wheelchair. When he goes to the Atlanta airport, he's always in a wheelchair. Mike barely walk.
That's the warm-up. There you go. That is crazy. But that's
so they. I remember they were negotiating for that fight.
60 or 58, whatever year old Mike Tyson is the warm-up. Simple.
So
knock the ring rush. You move around a bit, see how you feel. Knock the ring rush off and whatever. Have fun the exhibition. Then you move on. I'm for real though, bro. You move around. You loosen up. Get the get the motor running again. Okay, boy. Shoulder roll. All that.
I don't know if you remember this.
You think Floyd right now has the time to take a motherfucking tune-up for less at the what he's going through now with all these lawsuits and the money situation? Nah,
I don't think he's gonna risk it. I'll be honest. I'm with you.
I don't think. See, that's a problem. See, like right now, bro, the networks are the ones that really have all the control. The networks, bro.
Of course. That's why
I don't think the network gives a fuck about a goddamn tune-up or whatever. You want to get paid? We want to risk it. We on the time.
I don't think they want to risk it because if Floyd does lose the warm up, the whatever, that Manny Pacquiao fight is not going to be worth it. So that's a big thing.
Lose to who? The warm up or Manny?
No, if he takes a warm up,
and loses,
that fight's over.
So why risk going the woman route? You go for Mike Tyson exhibition, then you go over here to fight Manny Pacquiao again.
So you know what's funny? We spoke about this a couple months ago. Remember, they were negotiating, and I said Manny is not going to take an exhibition fight. And look what happens. September 13th, Manny wins out and gets it because Floyd needs the money. It's a bad situation Floyd's in right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's a shitty situation. I don't know how much he's gonna pay for Mike Tyson. Do you think he beats Manny in this rematch?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Off of being away from any type of competition for how long?
They're on the same fucking playing field. Manny Pacquiao had a lot more active. Manny Pacquiao had a draw with Mario Barrios, and I love Manny Pacquiao. Even I thought Manny Pacquiao did win the fight. Don't get me wrong. I thought Manny Pacquiao pulled it out to win that fight to begin with. But we just seen what the fuck. I'm telling you, we just spoke about it last show, matter of fact. I'm telling you, this might happen also too, bro. You know, it might be the motherfucking tune-up. The man who just beat up motherfucking Mario Barrios, bro. We were just talking about
Ryan.
Look, listen, bro. WBC, Floyd and the WBC have the greatest relationship ever in the world. WBC gave Floyd his first world title against Genaro Hernandez, and Floyd has always been loyal to the WBC and vice versa. I can see it. It's saying, listen, when Floyd, I'm telling you, man, every time Floyd come back, he always gets ranked by the WBC.
Yeah, but you don't think that Ryan's too big of a risk right now?
Nah.
You think that Floyd can go right now and beat Ryan Garcia easily?
Yeah.
The Ryan we just saw this Saturday.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think what? As old as he looks, not
bro. I'm telling you, he doesn't. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. We called it the other day. We still called it. We called it before the fight happened that we could see Floyd when Floyd's coming back. The first time when we first heard the news, what would we say? He might fuck around, come back, and fight the winner this weekend.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I'm telling you, bro.
I feel like.
Then boom. You take that, right?
They're not going to put him with Ryan.
I'm telling you, that could be Ryan, like I said, and then there's always a story behind it. Floyd always boasts about beating what? Oscar De La Hoya's fighters every time, does he not?
Yeah, but it's too
always boast. And what's Oscar do every time? I have the blueprint. I'm giving the blueprint to Ryan. I'm giving the blueprint to Ryan. I took it out the vault. Here's the blueprint. Listen, Floyd, who was it? Matter of fact, just look at, you know what it's going to look like again? What? Victor Ortiz Mayweather. Floyd stepped away, came back. What did he do? He went straight for the WBC title. Who had the title at the time? Victor Ortiz. Remember that.
I think it's too big of a risk.
I can see. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. Like I said, Ryan looked phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. But that's what makes it even better. Ryan looked phenomenal over this weekend. That's what makes it better. That's what even makes it better, though. You think they wouldn't throw a lot of money at Ryan to fight the great Floyd Mayweather, and Ryan wants to jump on it, and it can still go to a Netflix fight? Because I guarantee it's gonna happen, bro. You know what's gonna happen? Floyd and Manny are going to get to negotiation, and then it's going to come to an argument about the money.
I heard it's not set. I thought they said it was set already.
I don't think it's set.
Well, I'll tell you this: Manny already won the situation about making it a fight that matters. That was all Manny. Floyd wanted an exhibition. Remember, he was pitching exhibition versus Manny. Manny was like, "Nope, I'm not taking the fight." But to answer your question about Ryan, I just can't see Floyd, especially as good as Ryan looked on Saturday. Ryan Floyd taking that fight right now. I think he'd be insane. I don't think he beats Ryan right now. I'm just being honest, and I'm a Floyd fan, but 49 years old to beat Ryan Garcia, that's crazy. I just don't see it happening, but that's me. Speaking of Ryan, before we get into the Clarissa thing, Ryan versus Devin has been talked about, has been rehatched. I've seen Two-Tone, the superstar, speaking to Bill Haney about making that fight happen, saying that Devin wants that fight. What do you think about Devin with the rematch versus Ryan Garcia? Does it happen or not? Oh, I don't know what the hell he went. Yes, they've been saying Devin Haney will be rematching, possibly Ryan Garcia. Do y'all want to see it? Shout out to my man Sheldon in the building. I don't know what happened to Jamel real quick. Give me a second, but the Totone basically was saying that this is the biggest rematch in boxing history. I don't know if I could say that, but it is a huge rematch due to everything that's transpired in regards to the controversy with the steroids. I mean, with the Ostarine, the L being taken off of Ryan Garcia's record. I definitely think it's a big fight, and I think a lot of people want to see it prior to watching Ryan versus Rolly, but we all seen what happened. But now that Ryan's stock is back up because he had a dominant performance, Devin Haney versus, and again, think about it. Devin had a big win versus Brian Norman Jr., and now this guy has a title. So I think Two Tone's right. I think this is a huge rematch, and it's probably going to happen sometime in October. I don't think Ryan Garcia takes another fight unless it is Devin Haney. But we did see Oscar say that fight is not going to happen. What do you guys think? Do you think Turkey Al-Asik wants to make that money back? Because remember, Turkey did end up paying that money, or from rumors I had it, that he fronted that money, and Ryan kind of blew it with his performance versus Rolly Romero. So I definitely think we're going to see it. How big of a fight it is, I mean, I think it's a huge, huge fight. I'd love to see it. I don't know where the hell Jamel went. Oh, there's Jamel right now. Yo, bro, you gotta get rid of that Wi-Fi.
Shit's killing me right now.
What do you think about the Devin versus Ryan Garcia, the rematch?
I don't know. It's crazy work, man. I love, Dev, my guy, but it looks crazy, bro. It looks crazy.
What's crazy about it? It gotta happen. Everybody wants to see it. It is the biggest rematch right now.
Crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Please.
No, I know it's crazy. You know what's crazy?
I'm listening.
I think I was talking about you briefly. No, I was talking about it yesterday with Smile. I said, yo, my man Dev, y'all in the comments, y'all chime in too. I love when y'all chime in. My man Dev said that the fight was dead in the water like last week, right before the fight.
Yeah.
The minute that boy Ryan went out there and looked good and got that title, I seen Dev put out the flyers and said this is the biggest fight in boxing right now.
Yeah,
I know. I didn't even go look at the comments, but I know the fans definitely probably attacked him for it. But again, he said the fight was dead. It was no go. Ryan wasn't doing the testing. Matter of fact, during the fight, I think somebody said that Dev said my man Ryan was on the juice or whatever. Yada yada. I don't think Ryan and his team are going to want to do Dev any favors. That's right.
Remember, Oscar said he wouldn't do the fight. Remember that. Oscar said he wasn't interested in that fight, in the rematch.
All right. I mean, I would like to see it. I still think Dev, wants some redemption. I mean, because listen, people, I don't like I said, I go by what's on the record and the rules with people, like I said again. And what I mean by the rules, if they feel like you cheated, even if it was a little whatever in your system, a little bit, whatever. If it's banned, it's banned. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But at the same time as this, I feel like I don't think he went through a lot. I think Devin wants to basically get some get back because people overall the performance wasn't his best. Even though he did keep getting up, he did fight it out like a champion. But a lot of people feel as if Devin got beat, and you see he still gets attacked for that fight. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what his record says, that people still feel like Ryan beat him. Yada yada yada. So I think in the back of Devin's mind, of course, he wants to get some get back and some redemption. But I think Ryan right said, between us, what do you feel right now is the bigger fight? The rematch or a fight with Shakur?
The rematch. I think it's clear. I think
what do y'all in the comments think? What do y'all think? What's the bigger fight right now? The rematch? I think some get back or Shakur moving up to another weight class and potentially grabbing another title?
Listen, you got to remember too, and I think there's a component that you left out that's extremely important, is Devin was fronted the money for the rematch, and Ryan blew the bag when he against his performance was Rolly. So Turkey Al-Asik wants his get back. So I believe that more than Devin wanting his get back, Turkey wants his money. So I think that's a component that's major in there. And again, Shakur and Devin, Shakur and Ryan, or Shakur and Devin don't have the same history. That's a big story what transpired with the Oster. And the big question, can he beat him again? So I think that's I'm talking about $40 million fight for each of them. I would not be surprised. So definitely, I mean, that's what I feel. Now, do I think Devin beats Ryan in a rematch? No, not the Devin. I mean, not the Ryan that I just saw, to be honest with you. But that's how I feel. I mean, but what do you think? What do you think, Jamal?
I don't know, bro. I think
Devin beats him.
I mean, that Ryan that we. I mean, over the weekend. Like, the fuck? Oh, that Ryan that we've seen over the weekend. That Ryan over the weekend we've seen look good. I think that version of Ryan is a lot better than the one we've seen with Devin.
Yeah, way better. I mean, the right was mean. Like, he was on the right.
Devin can't beat him. Devin is phenomenal. Has but I think this time around it'd be a lot harder, in my opinion, a harder fight. I think, like I said, like they say, when fighters pick up world titles, they feel they get better, 30% better than they were, you know what I mean, without the title. Like you feel that sense of pride, and you know what I'm saying, you're a champion now. And Ryan, you know what I'm saying, Ryan said it before. Everybody thought I just had the left hook, yada yada yada. So he felt that pride. Listen, I did it. I'm finally a world champion. And why you critics can't say nothing about it. You see him and his father went over all the critics out there, and rightfully so. But I think the second time around will just be a harder fight. I'm gonna be real. Like I was telling my people, I'm just waiting. I'm just hoping when we come back like 2 weeks from now, we don't get no surprise updates with anything about no motherfucking tests and no other shit. That's what I'm waiting for. We get past that window. I'm happy. I'm genuinely happy. But I'm just hoping that he doesn't ruin a great performance with no bullshit behind it. I mean, but again, overall, that version we've seen of Ryan Garcia is going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, no, he looked good. He looked strong. He looked fast. He looked confident.
He was boxing. That boy was boxing.
Yeah,
he was boxing. He wasn't relying on one.
Yeah, he was going to the body, going to the head. He was mixing his punches up.
He was changing. He was changing the. You know what I'm saying? He's changing. You know what I'm saying? His punch placement and everything. That version of Ryan Garcia looks good.
Yeah, no, I was definitely impressed, but you know, I definitely think the rematch is going to happen. I don't care what either of them say. But again, Ryan has a lot of options: Conor, Shakur, or Devin. I think Devin is the biggest bag between the three. That's just me. But Ryan's definitely put himself in that conversation again. Clarissa Shields went toe to toe with Francois Cruz Dezern. I don't know if you saw the fight. Clarissa looked very, very dominant. Jamel, what's your take on Clarissa Shields? Can Michaela Miller, whatever her name is, can anybody beat?
Clarissa's gonna be hard for anybody, bro. Simple, man. She's gonna be a hard fight. She's a fucking fighter, and she let them hands go. I don't care what people say, what you say about her personality. Clarissa can fight her ass off. She's gonna be hard. And then like, what fucking weight are they gonna be fighting? 154, whatever, 154. I think because I can't see no way in the world my girl Michaela's moving up to no heavyweight.
Yeah.
But either way, Clarissa is going to be hard to beat. Simple. Don't matter.
I'll tell you this.
I love Michaela also, but I think it's going to be hard to just beat her with just a jab. Michaela has a beautiful jab, but you gotta have some motherfucker, some serious power and some dog to keep Clarissa up off you. That's the only thing.
To add to what you're saying, not only that, I feel like in her past fights before this one, she looked soft in the midsection. She looked kind of out of shape. This fight, dog, she had the six-pack. She looked very solid. She seemed like she looked good.
I don't know. I don't know. I think also my girl, Franchon Lover, she put on, you know what I'm saying? She did what she did. Yeah. She came out the gun, the gates blazing. I just think that that the weight was just too much. You know what I'm saying? She didn't, you know what I'm saying, the weight, like I said, compare what you say how Clarissa looked. I think, you know what I'm saying, Franchon was just fighting out of her weight class. You know what I mean? Franchon is a solid fighter at the weight she was fighting at throughout her career, no doubt about it. I just think that like the weight also played a part in terms of keeping up with Clarissa, who's been you know, fighting at some time now. So all that plays factors. But like I said, man, Clarissa is a worker. She's a dog. If you challenge her, she's stepping to the plate. I don't know if Michaela can keep that dog off her.
I don't think anybody can beat Clarissa the way she looked this weekend. I'm not gonna lie, her body,
all right, then,
everything.
There's your answer. Shit.
I mean, yo, bro, when she pulled up and I seen the six pack, I was like, I don't know who she hired. She looks like an animal right now. She was just quicker than Franchon. She looked tougher than Franchon. Everything about her was, I was like, damn, like that might have been the best Clarissa I've ever seen in regards to, and again, Franchon's a good fighter, very good fighter, and you know, I think the scorecards were all unanimous. I think it was like 100 to 90 or something like that. Mostly everybody had. So, you know, it's insane. Clarissa was, yeah, she took some shots. She did take some shots. Listen, Franchon landed some shots, and Clarissa ate them. She ate them.
All right, Franchon got a dog on her too.
Yeah, no, Franchon's a dog. I'm happy for Franchon. I think she's gonna get some bigger fights. But my man L in the building, L was good. But I was definitely impressed by Clarissa Shields. I'm not gonna lie. I just seeing that performance. I don't see any female rock coming close to her. Like, she looked incredible, man. I was like, holy shit! Like, and, you know, I was rooting for Franchon. She's a friend of the show, and so is Clarissa.
I'm just glad they both put the bullshit behind them. Fuck all that.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I mean, they were really good friends. You know, whatever. It's all good. But shout out to those two ladies, man. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a good one. Oh, let's talk about this Richardson Hitchens versus Duarte.
Hey, man. Hey, Mace came at my man. Mace came at him, dog.
Yeah, I heard Mace. On its own.
Shout out to my man Eric. Eric hit me up this morning and asked me if I was in New York. Yeah, he hit me up this morning. Shout out to my man Eric. You know, he wanted me to come in for sparring. I just wasn't in New York. You know what I mean? I left because that just the snowstorm. I don't know about New York. Y'all not gonna see me for a while till y'all bring that shit down. Yeah, bring the weather. Y'all got the cold mines up there acting a fool, man.
Man, what do you think about Richard Hitchens? You know, they said I spoke to Coach E. Actually, he actually hit me up. He said that the man had the flu, but people are killing him online.
Boxing, man. I know that's how, man. And you know, and sadly, man, it's just that my man Rich is one of those guys people love to come at because of what things he may say or the way he may portray himself on social media, especially. So this is one of those things people couldn't wait. And again, it's hard, bro. Boxing, like it doesn't look the greatest because again, he had to weigh in. He got through that. You know, he made the weight. He had the second day weigh-in. From what I know, he made that as well. And then, like everyone point out, tell my man I said happy birthday, bro. But then after the second weigh-in, they said hours before they was gonna go to the venue, they got the call saying the fight was canceled. So a lot of people just felt that it was fishy. Again, you know what I'm saying? It is shit. My mom just hit me up saying she gets. I'm talking to her on the side right now. She said she got the damn flu. My sister got the flu. So I don't know. Maybe it's it's definitely the flu season, but it doesn't look the greatest in the sport of boxing. Y'all know how that shit go.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Richard Hitchens. Is there anybody more critiqued than him right now in boxing? He's like the new Devin Haney. Remember when Devin fought Ryan? He was getting murdered. Now it seems like every time Richard Hitchens something happens with him, he's just getting mauled out there. So, you know, I'll tell you this: his next performance, man, he better be on some shit. They're ready to pounce on him at any given time. My man Sheldon says, "Yeah."
Rich is cool. Coach E is my man. I'm not here, like I said again. But there definitely is gonna have to be a redemption arc soon as things clear up. So I don't know Rich is gonna have to move up because again, he said he couldn't rehydrate the way he needed. You know, the IBF and IBF don't be giving a fuck. They're not changing their rules for nobody. So I don't know if he might have to vacate and move up or whatever, but he's definitely going to. Whenever Rich gets back in the ring, he's definitely gonna have to show out for sure to put all this shit behind him. But again, L, shout out to my man So. That's my big bro. Happy birthday, So. Love you, my guy. Keep doing what you're doing, and keep I know you still out there wilding, but that's the stuff we love.
Network, what up? They said Clarissa's considering going down.
Yeah.
Clarissa's trying to get paid, man. She's trying to have a baby, so she's trying to get paid now, so she can take a good 2 years off. You know what I mean? Just being honest, Clarissa's ready for motherhood. So, you know.
Yeah, Sheldon. I mean, but go answer what Sheldon was saying. I think Clarissa's in a situation where she has to move up and down weight classes, and she, you know, what I'm saying she works her ass off to do it. But she's in a situation where she, like, when women's boxing, and especially those weight classes, she's gonna have to move up and down to get notable names to get in the ring with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And again, it seems that she's taking care of the nutrition.
Like I said, I'm not here to. Like I said, I love Michaela, but again, yeah, look at the Bumgarner fight they had. They was at war, but you know, Alicia was, you know, saying she was the one pressing forward, making it a fight. Michaela, though, she was doing her thing on the back foot, boxing. Now you take Alicia out and you throw Clarissa Shields in the mix, right? You throw Clarissa Shields in the mix, who's bigger and definitely is gonna try to fight you every fucking minute of the round. How does that play out, bro? For Michaela, you think she could just jab her way and box Clarissa to a victory all night? It's gonna be hard, bro. It's gonna be hard.
Clarissa's a different type of dog.
Alicia was out there taking it, was trying to bring the fight to Michaela as well, and trying to make it to a dog fight. A bigger fighter in Clarissa Shields. Come on, who doesn't mind getting hit either to get some? She's going to go in there and try to manhandle her.
You know, and Clarissa's very fluent. She's quick. Man, I'm sorry, nobody's being Clarissa right now, man. It's not even close, man. Oh my God, it's cold today in Atlanta. Is it cold in Cincinnati right now?
Yeah, it's cold.
Shit. But I think that should be it for tonight. We could definitely. I'm coming back on tomorrow night. I'm just letting you guys know. We got to make up some shows, me and Jamel. So, you know what I mean? It's been crazy. But every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, make sure you guys tune in to the 10-8 podcast, the usual dates. And usually when the fights go down, we go on that night. We definitely appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button. And yeah. Jamal, anything you got to say before we leave?
No, I appreciate y'all. Sorry I was a little bit late. I was taking my power nap. My man Norbes got me to get up. Like I said, I had a lot of business I had to take care of this morning, so I was just tired of shit. Just came right from New York last night. Mm-hmm. But I will be back. We'll be back on Wednesday for sure, on time. And shit, I know we
tomorrow, so I'm trying to go on tomorrow. I ain't gonna lie to you. I need to go in every day right now. I'm gonna lie to you. I'm just keeping it real.
I feel you know, I know.
But shit, we out of here, man. Jamal, I'm gonna call you right after the show, my brother.
All right, I'll be waiting.
All right.